Hi, it's Kevin Steuer from stocktadotcom. I haven't done one of these videos in a while, but we're going to start bringing them back. This is going to be a weekly recap. And just a reminder, this is not investment advice. I am not a registered financial advisor, and please consult one before investing $1 of your hard-earned money into these crazy markets. So this format, we're going to look at five bearish stocks and five bullish stocks. Again, not investing advice. I'm just pulling information from the algorithm that I found interesting to share with you guys, and you can decide what you want to do with it for any potential trade. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. So the first one is Sky, SKYY. This is a cloud computing ETF. This is really sold off. And just a reminder, uh, we use an analysis system that -1 is the most bearish something can be, 0 is the most neutral something can be, and +1 is the most bullish something can be. And we use a confluence system for support resistance. So this one is very bearish in both overall and in the short term, and has a lot of overhead resistance and not much for support, and is really sold off. This mainly on AI fears of making, cloud computing and software not a big as deal in the future, or losing market share potentially. So right into the next one would be IGV, which is a software sector ETF, also very bearish. Not much for support, a lot of overhead resistance. This has been a really bad uh, trade, or if you've been long it, been short, it's been a great trade. But this whole month has been really rough for any of the software related stocks. So that goes right into Microsoft, which is really sold off in the past week and a half. Very bearish in the short term, bearish overall. A lot of overhead resistance, some medium and high level resistance at 490 and 507. MicroStrategy, MSTR, which is kind of the poster boy for crypto. Crypto's had a rough quarter, really started selling off the end of last year. This is bearish across the board. Again, not much for support, a lot of overhead resistance. And then Duolingo, another software company, that gap down at the end of, end of October and last year, and just continued its sell off. Again, a lot of overhead resistance, not much for support. Not a great looking chart in the short term. And then if you go to bullish, gold, silver, copper, oil, a lot of the metals have done really well. So GDX has been a great stock. Our algorithms loved it, I think, since probably May of last year, maybe June, when it finally, found a bottom, and it has been doing really well ever since. So this is very bullish across the board. A lot of support, not much for resistance. Continues to do well. Rio Tinto, which is a gold and copper company, again, very bullish. Straight up, it's basically a hockey stick. It's another great long. USO, oil's done really well since the Venezuela news. So this is bullish across the board. Has had a really good start to the year. So this is United States producers. And then you have PAVE. This is one of my favorite ETFs. I own this in my retirement accounts. This has been a great stock almost since it's been developed. It's been a really good stock the last couple of years. So this is an infrastructure ETF. This is not one people talk about, but this is kind of an under the radar play that's done really well. So this is bullish, or very bullish. And then the last one I want to look at is UPS. This is one that's done really well since, middle to end of October, has been one of the higher performing stocks. Not one that, again, that people talk about a lot, but has kind of been a steady play, you know, throughout the second half of the year, Q4, and then Q1 this year has done really well. So if you could, come check out our site, please create an account, log in so you have full access to it. Give us a follow on YouTube, and join our Discord community. Thank you.